Hi everyone. Since trust and transparency are the most important things when talking about money and investing, I want to show exactly what I'm investing in, everything, completely transparent, so that because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers who say investing here, investing there, and you will gain 100x or something like this without even showing where they put their money in. So I want to do a video maybe once a week about 10 minutes. Let's tell me in the comments if you think that this is good or you want less or more. And for this first video, I want to show exactly all where my money is, so the different platforms I'm using, and not going too much in detail on what exactly I'm investing in. So let's start. I have around, I wanted to do something like from 0 to 1 million, hopefully, but I don't have enough time. So I would just say that in these 2 years, I managed to work and get around 4,000 euro. And this 4,000 euro has become around 8,000, 9,000. Maybe this is December 2021. So I will do an update in these days. So I have an Acomea, which is an Italian fund for small investment. So I don't know if it's open for outside Italy, but you can like I put a automatic invest of around 5, 10 euros a month, and now they become 200. This was just to test if I could beat the index or not. And for now, I didn't beat it, but I was around the same. And I put in obligations. Don't know the name, obbligazioni, and an ascetic fund. But I don't know. I don't want my money to put in someone else's hands. So then I put most of my money in crypto. This is because, as you can see, my gains are the most in crypto, and this is capital gain. In Degiro is a platform, I think European one, and also Etoro, a European one, where you can buy with very cheap fees. I'm going to use Etoro more just because with fractional, because you can buy fractional shares with Etoro, so you can have a bit more diversification. Yeah, even if the Giro should have more ETFs, but they are still European, so there are you cannot have all the ETFs like American can have, because European laws are more stricter, and this is just bad, but doesn't matter. So just to not give a simple spreadsheet file, this is my Degiro account. I have 1,200 and a gain of 100, and this is I started in March 2020. I don't do something very risky. These are great companies, and some of them I bought them when it was full pandemic. So retail stores and banks were the most increases at the time. And this is an example of a person who I followed and said that this is going to be the greatest bet of him. And for now, it is returned 43%, and he just stopped talking about it. Like never, something never happened. So like his greatest bet minus 40, and he says nothing. This is just insane. It's not true, and I'm not gonna trust him anymore. And the same happened with a crypto of mine but I will see it later. And this is Etoro. I allocated 800 around, and this is actually worse than minus 60, because I bought some shares with leverage, some CFD, and this is something that I won't do ever again because it's just too risky. It doesn't it, like I don't want to do it. And the same here. This is my portfolio with an ETF and some major companies. Yeah, when everything's in the red, it means that it's a great time to buy in. So if you want to buy, I suggest you to buy something that you think that it's a great company and it has gone down in value. Then I got an investment in real estate. I use Crowdestate.eu just because it has an out invest function, and I put it that it invests in everything that has a ROI up to 15%, no, 15% or more. And yeah, for now I just put 200 euros, so it's not really the out invest. It's not going to be used, but later I hope that, like, I mean, I'm going to keep this for like 10 years or something like this, like that. So let's start with the crypto. I started in with Coinbase and I put just 20 bucks. So if you think that crypto is risky and etc., just put 20 bucks and wait for 1 year. That's what I did. So in a year after, I opened it up and it was something like 90 euro, and it was like, whoa, this is great. But this I put it in Bitcoin because I knew of the halving of Bitcoin. So around every 4 years, the Bitcoin gives half of what it usually gave to the miners, so the price should go up, and this is cyclical. So it's and now we are like in the descending phase, but with the pandemic, no one's really know because it should have gone up more, and now it's going down, but no one really know how much will go down or how much will go up later. So yeah, this is risky. It's not a short-term investment. It's a long-term. I'm going to hold them until 2030, 2035. So as you can see, it's been a roller coaster now. So in 1 year, so it's not a really bad time to invest. Anyway, this is just my opinion. And then I have Binance, which is the most common, the most what's the name? Which is one of the most used exchanges in the world. And I put some Ethereum in the Ethereum 2.0 staking, which means that I cannot take this money back until Ethereum finally got to the version 2, but they give me some of this money back every day. So and it is around 5%. So it is a 5% increase, annual increase of it, obviously. And also there is the earning with some atom. This is something like, these are more very small money, so it's just some of my trials. And all this I earn them through the staking of BNB in a pool. You can do something like this if you have no, I'm not going to in detail. Then there is Kraken, which I use because it has a 12% annual return on Polkadot, which is something that I invest. It was a adversary of Ethereum, so I want to try. And also there is Ethereum with 5% annual return, yeah, 7% annual return. And so these are like, this is a great exchange for its reward period, also because it is weekly, so it is compound weekly. It gives you 12%, but since it is weekly, it will probably be more like 13 or 14. And then I invested in Axie Infinity because I thought it was a great game, but now I think there are many more competitors. And so like, I invested in the SLP and WETH, which is the worst, I think. I should have invested in Axis and WETH, but doesn't matter. Too like, too bad now. Uh, doesn't matter because yeah, I put around 200 euro here, and now they're like 50. This is so bad, but doesn't matter. I will just leave it for another few years and see what it takes. This is PancakeSwap. So these are centralized exchanges. So there is like a legal place where you can see your money, and this is an unlicensed. We can say it like this. So there is not such an Pancake entity where you can find it in real life, but this is all made by, like, yeah, there is a developer team, obviously, but it's not like, it's all run by people. I mean, if you want to exchange, for example, Cake and Ethereum, so and this since it's not a central authority, everyone can put their own custom crypto. So this is could be risky if you don't know what you're doing, but you can choose a lot of very difficult tokens to find, and maybe you can find them here. You can swap your tokens. And what I did in the past was to put liquidity in the liquidity pools, because everyone who wants to swap tokens will pay you, who support the liquidity pools, a little bit of money. But now I just exit this because I think like I think that the staking and finding the most valuable crypto projects are a better kind of investment than adding liquidity pools. Also because I don't have much money, so I want to do something very risky, get a lot of money, hopefully, and put the money in something very solid, which is like Bitcoin or Ethereum staking or something like this. I don't want to do liquidity pools in some half projects. In Defi Kingdoms is one of the projects that one of my friends suggested to me. And this is just a bet, but it is a very heavy bet for me because it's around 200 euro. And I put it 2 months ago, and from then it went up like 4 times more, and then down to around the same amount of what I put. But anyway, this is still a long-term project, of mid-term project, I think. And I will just hope that it will go 10x. If it goes 10x, then I will take 9 of 10 of the money back. And doesn't matter. And what I did, because it was the very first place, I was an early investor. And here in the seed box, I put Jewel and one token. So this is another liquidity pools, but it has an APR of 275. And when I invested, it was 1,200% every year. So this is the reason why I invested here. And I do not suggest you to invest unless you are completely sure about the future of this project. Anyway, these are the most exchanges and the places where I put my money. Actually, the most one is the crypto.com bank, which is something that I really suggest you. And yeah, for every single of these ones, I will put some links in the description so that you can have some free crypto or some free money. For example, if I invite you, you will both receive 8.89 euro, which is like $10 in a Bitcoin if you do buy or sell more than 100. Still, if you want to do less, like I did, you will just receive it later. So like I sold 100 of the Bitcoin in this moment, and I think I received 10 euro. So check the description of the video to get some free crypto. And especially for the crypto.com app, which is based on the CRO token. And this takes up such a large amount of my portfolio, not because I invested much, but because it went up like 4 times. And I think it will go up at least another 5 times, maybe more, because it is a great competitor of Binance and it has more perks than Binance. So um, looking about the market cap allocations of Binance and Crypto.com, I think that Crypto.com could be a much larger institution. Anyway, these are all the places where I put my money. I'm going to use a different one. I hope I won't use the Google Sheets anymore, because when you have so many projects that you follow, it's a bit complicated and a bit even slow. So yes, let's go to the crypto.com app. So this is crypto.com bank, and this is what I use because it has the best the best debit card ever, because you have a percentage of cashback, and it's based on the amount of money that you invested. I invested 350 euro, which now became 280, but I still have the 2% cashback on every purchase I do. and the cashback is in Crow. So every time I do a purchase, like here, I give some Crow. And also you have free Spotify, free Netflix, free Prime if you invest enough money. So with 350, I only have 2% cashback and Spotify free. If you invest 3050, you have Spotify and Netflix free and a 3% cashback. And so on, you will have more perks the more that you invest. And even if the amount that you invest goes less than what you invested, you still have the perks. So even if now I have 260 euro, I still have the 2% cashback of everything. And there is also the crypto earn program, in which you can have an 5.5 and 4.5% for Ethereum and Bitcoin if you stake them for 3 months. Obviously, this is annualized return, so you need to stake them 4 times to get the actual 5% more. And there are lots of crypto here that you can select. I really like this exchange, this bank, and I think it will surpass Binance in value. That's why I still invest in it, and I still suggest it to everyone. For this, I have the link in the description, so you can have, I think, 25 free CRO. So yeah, the exchange is still part of the Crypto.com app, and you can have a 10% annualized return on your crypto investment. You can have it also if you invest at least 5,000 CRO. So at this price, I think that the card with 3,500 euro, if you invest in that, you will have a 10% reward in for your card. So like here, you will see something like stake reward plus something, just for holding the card, for holding the money here. So this is great. I think this is really one of the best. If I get to a more diversified portfolio, like as soon as I will have the opportunity, I will turn this 280 in 3,500 euro just to have the staking rewards. And there is also the supercharger, which means that every CRO that you don't utilize, you can put it here, and you receive some free crypto that the Crypto.com company decides. Some free crypto. You obviously cannot choose what crypto you receive. This is something that the Crypto.com company decides. For example, I receive Ethereum and something like Shiden Network, DYDX, and all this stuff that I just keep just for diversification even. Because it's €1 or 30 cents, but if it goes 10x or 100x, it will become 30 euro, which is for free money something good.